Our story begins in the dead of night. A man is running through the woods, gasping for breath, as 3 horsemen thunder behind him. Darkness turns to morning, but it doesn't matter. They catch him. They beat him, tie him to a horse, and demand to know where he went. At this point, we are unaware of whom they are talking about. The man begs for his life.
You know what? I believe you.
Instead, the noose around his neck tightens. A moment later, he's hanging from a tree, and the riders disappear into the distance. Oklahoma, 1906. A man's voice tells us he was born in New York, drifted through Kansas, Arizona, Mexico, stayed there a good while, then settled as a farmer, and that's who he is now.
Finally, I settled on the life of a farmer.
It's safe to assume this is old Henry's voice. Henry, his brother Al, and Henry's young son Wyatt are in the fields plowing under the morning sun. As Henry recites the chores Wyatt needs to finish, Wyatt complains that tractors could do all of it faster. Al teases him that maybe he should think about starting a family because that's what his mother would have wanted. But Wyatt snaps back that he is nothing like his mother or father. Henry quotes scripture. Wyatt fires back with more scripture. Al gets tired of the bickering and walks away. Later, Henry and Wyatt are chopping wood when a lone mare appears at the horizon. No rider, just a saddle soaked in blood. Wyatt wonders if it was a robbery. Henry says nothing. He tells Wyatt to take the horse home, while he climbs the hills to search for whoever fell off that saddle. On a nearby slope, Henry finds an unconscious man bleeding out. He drags the stranger home, hides the man's pistol and satchel, and tells Wyatt to stay put. By morning, Henry has tied the stranger to the bed and heads out, leaving Wyatt to keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, the 3 horsemen from earlier sweep the hills searching for the missing rider. As they scan the valley, Henry's farm sits quietly at the foot of the ridge.
Whoever it is knows what he's doing.
While the stranger sleeps, Wyatt sneaks into Henry's closet, finds a hidden hatch, discovers the pistol, and practices his aim, unaware of how close trouble already is. On the hill, Henry watches the men investigate the exact spot where he found the wounded rider. The stranger dreams of a burning farm, men shouting for someone named Billy, a gunshot, instructions whispered in the dark. Keep your head down and you'll be all right.
Keep your head down. You'll be all right.
Wyatt tries to put the pistol and satchel back, but discovers a wooden box filled with old newspaper clippings and wanted posters. Meanwhile, the tracker confirms someone rescued their man and covered the tracks well, but their leader doesn't care about where he was, only where he's going.
I need to know where he's headed.
The men sense they're being watched. Henry barely escapes when they fire at movement in the grass. Back home, the stranger wakes and immediately demands, "Where is he?" Wyatt explains that Henry found him and brought him home. The stranger asks if it's just the 2 of them here. Wyatt lies, saying his father is outside. Sensing the boy is alone, the stranger breaks free and lunges, demanding his pistol and satchel. Wyatt insists he doesn't know. Henry bursts in, knocks the stranger out cold, and nearly pulls the trigger before Wyatt stops him. They tie the man again, while Henry digs a bullet out of his chest. The stranger insists he's a lawman. Henry asks why a lawman is carrying a satchel full of cash. Before he can answer, 3 riders appear outside. The stranger hears the voices and warns Henry who they are.
The leader looks like a man you don't want to mess with. And believe me, you don't.
The leader introduces himself as Sheriff Sam Ketchum, flanked by deputies, hunting a fugitive named Curry, armed, dangerous, a murderer who will kill again. Henry plays dumb. The sheriff begins asking strange personal questions about Henry's dead wife and past. Henry's suspicion grows.
You married? Saw a grave over there. Your last name McCarty?
That's right.
After a tense standoff, the riders leave, but not without doubt. Henry soon discovers Wyatt fired the pistol while he was gone. Wyatt denies it until Henry slaps him. Wyatt explodes, calling Henry a worthless old man, and saying he can't wait to leave him when he dies. Henry returns to Curry and demands the truth. Curry repeats that he's a sheriff, claims the men hunting him are robbers, wearing stolen badges, and the money is evidence. Henry doesn't know who to believe. Curry warns they'll be back. Miles away, Ketchum's crew discuss Henry. One man suggests Henry must be protecting Curry for a cut of the loot, but Ketchum says it's something else. Henry's whole farmer's act looks off. He sends a lookout to watch the farm. Night falls. Henry feeds Curry. They talk. Curry mentions he started under Big Bill Thompson, whom Henry knew. They share jokes. A fragile bond forms. Curry apologizes for attacking Wyatt. Henry reveals his father died when he was 3. Curry says he was orphaned at 15. Curry asks where Henry was born. Henry says Fort Sumner. Curry says that's where Billy the Kid was shot, and that he was there that night. Saw the whole thing. Saw the sheet wrapped around the body, and it changed him. Henry says nothing. He only walks over and unties Curry's hands. Henry tells him to ride away if he can.
I want you out of here.
Well, then I guess I'm ready.
But gunfire erupts. Ketchum's lookout found them. Curry is hit again. Henry chases down the shooter and kills him with his bare hands. When he turns, Wyatt is standing there, horrified. Henry tries to justify the killing. Wyatt refuses to help bury the body. While digging, Henry sees a brand on the dead man's wrist. Later, Henry cleans Wyatt's wounds. Wyatt demands the truth about Henry's past. Henry insists he has never lied. Wyatt says hiding the whole truth is still a lie. Curry dreams of the burning farm again, and that whisper, "Keep your head down, and you'll be all right." At Al's home, Ketchum arrives and starts asking questions about Henry. Al refuses to say anything.
We ain't leaving till I get him.
Henry prepares to send Curry away again, but Curry can't ride. Henry decides they must flee together, but before they can leave, Ketchum and his men surround the farm. Ketchum shouts that if Henry hands over Curry, he and Wyatt walk free. If not, everyone dies. Then he reveals they've taken Al hostage. Henry loads his gun and tells Wyatt to run, but Wyatt refuses. Henry hands him a pistol. The two step outside. Ketchum repeats the offer. Henry warns them to leave, or he'll kill every last one of them.
You hear that, fella?
Ketchum shoots Al dead. Wyatt charges forward, firing wildly. Henry drags him inside and whispers the same words he once said long ago. "Keep your head down and you'll be all right." Curry hears it, and suddenly the pieces fall into place. Henry is Billy the Kid, alive, hidden, raising a son.
Now keep your damn head down. You'll be all right.
Henry walks outside and kills Ketchum and the rest of the riders.
Él no me preocupa.
Silence settles. It's over, or so he thinks. Back inside, Henry tends to Curry's wounds. Curry asks how he stayed hidden all these years. Henry ignores him. Then Henry removes his jacket and sees a brand on Curry's arm, the same one from the man he buried. Curry pulls a gun and shoots Henry. He apologizes, says he wishes Henry hadn't seen the brand, says he did exactly what Henry did with his son. He didn't lie, he just didn't tell the whole truth. Henry asks if he was even a sheriff. Curry admits he was, but made a deal with Ketchum, took the brand, did jobs together, and when Ketchum planned to kill him after the last job, he tried to run and failed. They've been hunting him ever since. He apologizes again for dragging Henry into it, says he couldn't believe the things he heard about Henry, but now he can. Curry stands to finish him. Wyatt enters and shoots him. Henry, dying, tells Wyatt that people will say many things about him, and he must not believe all of them, that the world is bigger than he can imagine, and he must go see it for himself. In the final scene, Wyatt buries his father. He takes one last look at the empty farm, then rides away into a future as uncertain as the man he is about to become.